Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your summer thus far. I just got back from the beach, although I didn't really get to enjoy it very much. I was doing some work, but it was still great to be at the beach. So hopefully you're going to get to do the same or get to go on some vacations and just have some rest and relaxation this summer. Wanted to talk a little bit about what's coming up and what's going on. So, a couple of updates. So, you guys know Rosa Maria had a heart attack. I went and visited her that week, and she's doing much better. She's actually at the beach right now, enjoying it. Hopefully, she's having a good time and she's getting to rest and relax. That woman is just go, go, go. You guys know who her students that she has so much energy, and I say she overextends herself a lot, and yeah, she needs to relax a little bit, and maybe this will help her, relax a little bit more, enjoy, not doing everything for everyone. I think that's going to help a lot. And so, she's doing much better. She has been at home. I mean, did not even move to a room in the hospital. She did so well. And the doctors and the nurses, they couldn't believe how well she did. She went from ICU to home, believe it or not. And so I'm so thankful that she's okay. And for those that don't know, Matthew is leaving us. I think I said this on social media. He got a job teaching elementary music at Thales. I never know how to say that name. Thales Academy. He's going to be their elementary music teacher. And so we wish him well. He has one more week, and then he is gone. And I really feel like, and I've said this to him quite a few, that he brought the frequency of our teachers up a bunch. He was such a positive person, very professional, someone I could count on, someone who instilled trust and me and with everyone. He was very diligent with the students and very caring. And those, if you have taken lessons with Matthew, if you want to comment below, please tell everybody how he's touched your life. But he is just amazing, and it's quite a loss for the school. He will be missed very, very much. So we have a new teacher coming on board. Very, very excited to have him, and we have hopefully. I'm going to be hiring another one soon. And so, students of Matthews, please get in touch with me. I'll be reaching out to you next week to put you with different teachers. And Matthew has a whole list of who he thinks might be a good fit. So please reach out to him. But yeah, we'll have at least, well, we have our one new teacher, but then we will have probably another one for the fall. And so, and then of course, in addition to our other lovely piano teachers, um, but please get in touch with me because I think that you're gonna like this new teacher coming in. He's kind of like a grandfather person, and we're very excited to have him at the school. He was a former choral director here in Wake County. Ball of energy. I think you guys will like him a lot. And then again, I'm still in the process of hiring another one, and so we'll have some new people on our team in the fall. So, what else? Registration for all students 2023 to 2024. So if you were here during the school year last year, registration is now open. So please make sure to fill out the registration form. I'm working on them, so it'll take me a few weeks to finish, but please go on and fill it out now. Going in order of who registers. And so I'm the one who does the scheduling. And so I want to make sure you get your first pick. Also, there is a little bit of a discount if you do this you register before July or by July 1st, because then we're opening it up to all of you people who are not students. We're in July. I don't think it'll be July 1st, but it will be the beginning of the July sometime where registration will be open for the school year. So please be on the lookout for that. Make sure if you are interested in lessons that you go and sign up for consultation, or it's no longer a consultation, it's informational. So the info form, and you'll get yourself a free guide and how to become a musician, and it gives you some good tidbits on that. But then also it takes you through our program and kind of what we work on, how we do things. So another big thing, I've talked about this quite a bit, is that we are moving. I can't believe it. I am so ready to be in a new place. I'm so ready for a fresh start for the school. And so let me look up, because I can never remember the address. We are still on Falls in the News, which is good, but we are a little closer to the to 540. So the address is 9204 Falls in the News Road, Suite 110. So it's if you were going north on Falls, we're like right after the 540 exit, like right after. We're right there on the side of the street. It's really cool. It's kind of our own little building. So we have the upstairs and downstairs, and we have our kitchen again and everything. But then this is the cool part, is that we have a garage, and the garage is going to be where we put the stage, and it's so cool. So I'm going to decorate with lights, and it's going to be, and it's kind of separate from everything. And so we'll have some of our louder instruments in that room, and they get to play on the stage, and some of our classes will be in that room. So it's like our own little house, which is cool. So it's going to be a cool vibey thing. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of in my brain planning where all of the different instruments will go, but it's definitely like a little house. It feels like a little house. So that's always what I like envision the school as being, in this little house. And what's really cool is that the owner of the space, it was a Broadway dancer and singer, was on Broadway. Like, what show did he say? I can't even remember. I think it was it might have been a chorus line. So he's like a big dancer, but he moved here, and so he liked the idea of working with a music school. So we'll be there for a while. It's very convenient to those who are in North Raleigh, but then also those who are in Wake Forest and Roseville and Morrisville and all those places. We're right there. And so we'll see about you that are like a little bit farther out, or more east. We'll keep talking about that. But yeah, so I'm very, very excited about that. And make sure you do not miss out on registering now, because right now you will have your pick of times. And that is a huge, huge plus. Um, for years, when I was first starting out, I would wait and do registration in August. And then I was like, oh, stressed out, because doing everything in, a couple of weeks, it makes me a little stressed out. I'm sure you're the same way, especially when you guys have all these after school things to plan for, to not have um, very much time to, and not knowing when you'll be able to have your lesson. But I want to make sure you guys have first pick on that. And you know how we do scheduling for those who are not students at the school. How we schedule is that you give your top 3 lesson time choices. Now, not every teacher is on every day. And so if you give top 3 lesson time choices and one of them doesn't work out, of course, I'll reach out to you before we put it through. But for the most part, if you're a little bit flexible on your day or time, then we can probably, get you at least one of your top 3. Most of our lessons are in the afternoons and evenings, but of course, for those of you that are homeschooled and stuff, we do have a few teachers who would teach during the day. I will say the majority of our teachers, the afternoon and evenings are the time. But we do. Oh, I forgot to say that we do. This has been a long time coming. For so long, we haven't had any weekend lessons unless they're makeups, or we would reserve them for makeups, or a rehearsal here and there if people need something in ensembles. But we are going to have an acting class on Sundays, believe it or not. Barbara, one of our school parents, hi Barbara, I don't know if you're watching, but hi. She got her master's in theater therapy, or acting therapy, from NYU, which is, when you think of acting, don't you think of NYU? So she has done classes and stuff like this before, but it is a an acting class that's going to be on Sunday mornings. Check your email. I'm going to be sending out the email, and I've sent the email. So check your email. If you don't see it, please check your spam or promotions folder. But there's an act, and that is for sixth through eighth graders, and so that'll be really cool working with someone who went to NYU, who was in New York, who had that experience. But also, she is teaching a young kids acting class, which we've never offered before. We've never had kids younger than third grade, or maybe we've had second graders every now and then, but not much younger than that do an acting class. But she's also doing one about storytelling and acting out scenes, and it's a really cool concept. And she has two daughters that she's going to have in the class, and it'll be fun dynamic in the class, and that's on Tuesdays at 4:30. So please, and that those are just half semester classes. So they just go through December, but you get to have a performance and stuff in the space and everything. So um come check us out for that. It's fun, and it's still the same kind of um concept that you meet every week, and obviously we're off for a week at Thanksgiving and stuff like that, but yeah, it's that weekly thing, and so you get really good. I think it's 13 classes in all. I think but come work with an NYU based theater teacher who's also a therapist, and so it's very safe and comfortable environment. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, we're adding a ton of stuff this year. We're adding so many more convocations. I tried to do it every other week, so I'll be running that every other week, and we are going to switch up convocations. I listened to you guys. We are not going to have convocation for an hour anymore. It'll be 45 to 50 minutes. I heard you. It was too long, and so shorter ones, and so it'll be less signups. So instead of 20 people signing up, we can 15 people sign up. And if I need to, we'll add another convocation right after that one so that we can make sure that everybody who wants to do one will get to do one. We're just not going to have it all at the same time. But yes, we're going to do 10 this year, which is pretty cool. We are also adding another competition. The competition I thought went so well in the spring, and everybody really prepared for it and just really did a lot. And so we want to add another competition. And so you'll get to that'll be in the fall. That'll be in November. I'm trying to think of anything else did we add. Let's see. Oh yes, we are having a parent support night. So we tried to have one last year, and then the person who was doing the class got sick, and so we weren't able to do it, but we're going to do it again in September this year. And so this is going to help parents develop tools to help your child practice at home, and it'll help with a lot of things, not just practicing homework, everything. And so this has been a proven method. This woman, this is her, it's her specialty. And so very excited to have her come in and present. And of course, there'll be wine and cheese. So come for that. Um, and I'm seeing if we have anything else. Yes, so we have some new teachers that we've hired recently. I have a new guitar teacher in addition to our current guitar teacher. We have some new band teacher for all you band students. We have a new one. Was actually this teacher was on the faculty of Duke, played with the marching band, traveled to the games and stuff with the marching band, which is pretty cool. So come ask me questions about her because she's awesome. Um, and let me see if there's anything else. I'm looking. Um, yeah, so oh yeah, I was gonna say something about convocation. So convocation, we also want to work on giving feedback. So one of the things that I noticed a lot that happened last year is that younger kids who are just starting out, didn't really know what to say. Like they didn't always feel like they knew. So I got a lot of, oh, that was great, and like really supportive stuff and things that they liked and stuff. But I want more specific feedback for students. And again, they're learning new concepts. So it's like, I understand that it's not going to be like the most, uh, you know, it's not going to be the most thorough thing, and it's our opinion, but I do want us to work on our feedback. And so I'm going to actually have a manipulative of something to help point to, musical terms, and maybe to review that a little bit, to be able to say, what did you feel on this board, and this is going to really help how they give their feedback, and how, about using musical terms. That's what we, because when we listen to something that we see, if we see it on TV or online, or if we're at a concert, we don't want to just give an opinion. I mean, you can give an opinion, that's fine, but if it's a negative opinion, if it's something that is not really helpful to anyone, I don't really feel like it adds to the experience. I think it takes away from the experience, and kind of, I don't know, it makes it a little bit more shallow. It just becomes about preferences, and instead of like, why do I feel this way? Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like how she sang. Why did you not like it? I remember in grad school, we had to take this class. We didn't actually have to take theory in grad school, which is kind of surprising. Maybe I did. Maybe I took one semester of theory, but this one was called the class I had to take to satisfy my degree was called Structure and Style. So that combined theory and history. And basically, for our final exam, we had to listen to a few sets of music and had to write an essay on why we thought a certain piece of music was from a certain composer or musical era. And you had to give music theory examples, and you had to give, or specifics, music theory specifics, and historical references to as to why you thought it was that. So I thought it was a really cool class, because that helps you, if you're talking about music to anyone, to be able to talk with authority, and to, not just give your opinion, but to say, well, this is why. So that, for me, this new way of doing convocation is kind of like that, to be able to not just say, oh, I liked this or that. Why? What musical context? Why did you like that? What technical context did you like that? So we're really going to be working on that this year, and I'm working on a manipulative with my mom, because she's so great at that stuff and those visuals. And for, obviously, for older people, and oh, that's something else I forgot. My brain goes all over the place. Something else is that we are doing adult only convocations this year. So adults, I want to see you guys signing up for this stuff, right? Because there is no excuse now, right? This is going to be all adults. So I'd love to see you guys come to every single one if you can. We are offering it a few times this year, but I want young ones to be able to refer to our manipulative, to be able to give feedback. And those who are more seasoned, who have had more experience with the musical concepts, I want you to really start working on that. So start developing your vocabulary now if you don't remember it. So I need to brush up as well. We have so many beginners sometimes that come to convocations that we can't really use extensive or big concepts, or yeah, we can't really use advanced concepts, but so I'm going to brush up, and I want you to brush up. For those who are advanced or more intermediate, I want you to brush up, and I want us to really help each other, really, not just say it, not just be supportive, to really help. Because I think we are, as a school, as a community of learners, we're at that level now. We can totally do it. We can totally do it. We can handle that. And so, and maybe it is that some of the convocations are more beginners. Well, okay, if you're not a beginner, then show those beginners what you're talking about. So you start using your knowledge with the beginners, and you are going to bring them up by doing that. So I did just notice a pattern of people just giving really basic feedback, not really backed up by the music itself. So I really want us to work on that this year. I think it's going to elevate. I think it's going to make you and make your neighbor a better musician. Trying to think of anything else that is new. there is something new. It's something big, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. I will wait as we get on in this summer. I will reveal something big um later on. Anyway, I I hope to see you guys in the fall. You know that, you are welcome. You are part of our family, and we appreciate you very much and want to see your child flourish as a musician, because you never know what could happen. Your child or you could become the musician of your dreams. You never know. You could, be on YouTube. You could be a professional performer. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying you should never rule it out, because I mean, that's how we should be about life, right? We just should be open to things, because you just never know. And I don't always think that those situations, those circumstances present themselves right away. Because I also believe that being a musician is not all about talent, right? It's about drive. Gary Vee, which you guys have probably seen, that I posted a lot about Gary Vee. He talks about how you got to keep going. And no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome, no matter if you fail miserably at a recital over and although I would argue that is not possible, but you just never know. And if you are shutting your brain to any possibility, that's negativity. That is not living fully. And that is not manifestation. That is just no. You're cutting yourself off. So you just never know. You just never know. All right, I'm going to leave you there. I will see you hopefully next week. Yes, probably be next week, since I will be on vacation at our yearly Outer Banks trip to my aunt's house for 4th of July. So I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't make sure you're inside. It's going to be very, very hot this weekend. All right, talk to you soon.